Good morning, traders. Finally, we are here. We had a technical issue, so everything's sorted now. Thank you so much for your patience. I hope everyone has a great day so far, wherever you are in the world. For our friends in Australia, I think it's early evening, so I won't say good morning. I would just say good evening. How is trading, guys? Did you watch the webinar last night? Were you live? Did you manage? I noticed many of you were live, and thank you so much for your support. I hope you find a lot of value, especially with the candlestick lines. Let's start. So just our disclaimer, as usual, you understand that this content is for general information only, doesn't have an intention to provide trading or investment advice or personal recommendation. If you need to read it more, just please take the few seconds remaining to read it, because I will change the screen. So guys, morning briefing, we have a lot of news. That's here, top headlines. So, Bank of Japan governor nominee predicts inflation rate will fall soon. UK consumer confidence improved by more than expected in February. Biden to nominate former MasterCard executive Ajay Banka to lead World Bank. UN nations call for Russia to exit Ukraine as war nears 1 year mark. China urges end to Ukraine war, calls for peace talk. It's very interesting because so far we didn't read any news that China wants to support this interaction and the termination of this war. So it's interesting what they are trying to really accomplish now. They are preparing something. As we know, the world order changes, and we will see who is going to dominate this time and for the next decades. Russia plans to deploy new nuclear missiles. Oman opens airspace to Israeli planes. Israel's tech industry rebels against Netanyahu's duty call overhaul. Justice Department says Google destroyed evidence related to antitrust lawsuit. And the last one, Boeing halts 707 Dreamliner jet delivers due to documentation issue. So let's move on and let's see what the charts shows for today. Interesting to see that the pound it's making lower lows and lower highs. We are entering in this support zone. I like this one. I will be ready for some action here, to be honest. And the euro against the US dollar as well. We didn't have the support of this hammer line. Market break below. During the Tokyo session, retested this area, and now it's falling down. We can see it more clear if we go to a lower time frame. Finally, USD-CHF created a higher high than this bearish rejection area. But as we said, now there is this resistance here, then there is this resistance here. So yesterday we mentioned it's safer if we use lower time frame to interact with this market if we want to trade dollar Swissy to the long side. Australian dollar against the US dollar on the free fall. I expect the price to come somewhere here, and really I would look to scalp a little bit to the upside, simply because you see there are a lot of orders change hand prior to the imbalance creation from the buyers, and that created this move to the upside. That's the origin of this uptrend here. And at this area, we do expect to find many buyers. But also, we are prepared that the market can just slump through and penetrate this if we put our stop loss there and our entry somewhere here. It takes our entry, it takes our stop loss within a session, and that's okay. But this is a high probability trading setup for those who trade block trading and this kind of. This support, if the rest, now we are on the New Zealand US dollar, if the rest of the currencies will depreciate against the US dollar, we expect to see also the Kiwi to move lower. But for now, this is very unclear, as we know that we are at support. If we're going to have a break to the downside, that will be, of course, great. Aggressive traders, of course, they place sell stop orders here to sell right at support. It's not something I do, to be honest. And Steve yesterday mentioned that he likes to trade, he trades breakout, but of course, in a combination with the conduct of the chart. Like, yeah, we see if this market it's moving to the upside, of course, we're going to trade the breakout of this candle here, for example, and we got fuel with this bullish engulfing. That's fine, that's nice. But when we are in the ranging market, if we try to sell at this breakout, there are high chances that this is going to be a false signal. But we have to be prepared to get out of the trade as soon as possible if we're going to play the breakout strategies. Okay, guys? In case they fail, right? US dollar against the Canadian dollar, that's a 4-hour. We see the creation of these higher highs that we commented yesterday. Market can climb all the way here, especially with the US dollar strength, and that's great if we find some opportunities. And the other thing, guys, we are analyzing so many pairs, about 15 to 20 currency pairs and indices. It's humanly impossible unless you have a trading scanner to go through every single one. If you are trading on the 5-minute chart, to every 5 minutes to check 20 pairs or 10 pairs. It doesn't help the trader, this approach. It's better to stick to some selective pairs. Now, I know that from the one side, I shouldn't mention that, to stick to some pairs, because maybe you think you have to trade everything. But as a trader, and nothing else, purely as a trader, the high chances to be profitable and to make it consistently as a good trader, it requires discipline, and it requires to focus on some markets, some assets, some securities. Now, if you are trading purely on the daily charts and on the weekly charts, not on the 15-minute charts, 1-hour charts, 30 minutes, whatever, then you do have the privilege of time and the privilege of have clarity when you are analyzing once a day your chart. That's totally different. But when you are doing an intraday trading, As you see, I focused only on the DAX because some traders, they trade some other indices. I'm happy to multitask on two markets, let's say, for intraday trading, but that's what it is. I cannot go on the euro yen, then on the USD CHF, then on the NCAS, on the silver every 5-10 minutes and try to find a candlestick, an opportunity to trade. That really doesn't help with the focus. Okay, let's move on. USD JPY, we are in this uptrend. Definitely yesterday we expected to see this hammer at resistance to give us some selling pressure, but the market really didn't sell off, nothing compared to this bullish pattern. And what do we understand? It's the lack of bearish momentum. As I told you so many times, by just simply looking the candles body and we comparing to the recent if we are looking the bearish candle to the most recent bullish candle, we compare in an uptrend, we can see the momentum build within the candle by just simply monitoring the bodies of the candle. Okay, so we don't need all the time to use momentum indicator volume indicator to find out where is the volume. If we just observe how much distance it's the open with the close, we can see pretty much the activity. Okay, we're going to see activity from the high to the low, buying and selling orders change hands, but at the end, who dominates the market? And we compare with the previous momentum, it looks like this force, it's not that strong to continuously push the market lower. So any position trading here, it's easier to be identified. Now, this is the 4-hour chart. If we use a trend line here, or if you don't like trend lines and you want to use breakout strategies, this area, it's good for breakout because it's forming what we call an ascending triangle somehow. Okay. And we are in an uptrend on the daily chart. So if we break higher, the market has a high chance to stay higher and trade higher until the next area of resistance, and that's up here. So it's a good reward to risk opportunity, in my opinion. We are coming here at the support. That's the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. And nothing here really. Euro yen, we broke below this support. Now it can act as resistance. Pound yen, yesterday we had a kind of strong sell-off. The sellers pretty much retrace all the previous buyers' candle. Now we are finding during the Asian session, we had this drop below, touched at the 50 moving average, can act as support, and the market is trying to push higher. That's the 4-hour chart. We had this nice, very nice candlestick pattern here. I really like it. 84 pips. If we put, sorry guys, let's just have a look at this market. Let's put our ATR. So ATR shows 150 pips on average daily range. So 70 pips, it's a good one. If we buy the breakout here, a stop below 80 times 260. Yeah, we can make 2-to-1 if the market decides to trade higher. So it's something I will put a buy stop. On my account here, that's 0.35. Guys, that's my lot size for this. Sorry, I don't use a calculator because I just know my numbers based on my account trading size. That's going to be a buy stop. And the price, 162. Stop loss 161.20 and take profit 163.60. Okay, all good. All right, that's a pending order. If it's not going to get filled by the end of this session, I will cancel it. That's pound yen on the 4-hour chart. CHF, JPY. It's at this area of support. I still like this, the CAD against the Japanese yen. This one here, 50. The risk reward, it's not favorable. What about the ATR? We are on 83. I kind of don't like that. 83. No, there is no favorable risk reward, so I don't want to place the trade. Gold broke below. Sorry, guys, I didn't see the chat. There are lots and lots of questions. Darshan. Yes, we will upload yesterday's webinar. I don't know if it's going to be today. Just make sure you have the notifications on your YouTube channel, and you will receive them. That's okay. Dash can at least only mirror the conversation, so that's okay. You have a nice humor, though. I enjoy it. Yesterday on the end gas, we mentioned that this bullish engulfing can push the price higher, definitely, and it does. We expect to see some price advance. Bitcoin still fighting around this 24,000. We will see if the buyers, they're gonna push higher. Euro pound, Euro CAD, yes. We will see what's gonna happen here. So let's have a look at the indices. Dollar index, of course, it's pushing higher. We will see today. We will find out actually today if it's going to break above this resistance. DAX 40. So we have this resistance here. Yesterday, I had the losing trade on the DAX. Here it's the resistance. So we have higher highs. That support is very far away. It's too far away actually from the current price. It's another resistance. But I think Rumor took a good trade on the FTSE, yeah. FTSE inside candle. Here it's a resistance. So market is, if it's going to come and touches this resistance, we don't want to be that involved. But let's zoom out a little bit. So that's 955. Now, there is something we have to pay attention to these markets. And I will tell you what's that. Next area of support for this one, it's somewhere here, at least for the intraday trading. That's the support. However, now, yes, McGale, I will cancel the pound JPY order at the end of the 4-hour session if it doesn't get filled. Not at the end of the day, at the end of the 4-hour session. So with this one here, as you guys noticed, we are already in a very, very strong impulse. Very strong impulse downtrend. Okay. So, and what's the problem with that? Is that the markets, they really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 6th candle without retracement. You see, at some point, the market is moving up, it's going to move down. It moves up, it's going to move down. It moves down, it's going to move up. But I see a very nice area of support at this point. So I'm not going to rush to go for a breakout because maybe it's gonna play out good, maybe not. But as I mentioned many times, if we are away from the S1 or S2 and we really don't want to sell right at the S3, we want some kind of retracement. So I will be waiting for this one. For some kind of retracement right here in the FTSE. FTSE is already pushing lower. Now, 2 minutes left. Pound pushes higher. Okay, sometimes they have a good correlation, but other times not. David. But if smaller candle has a higher volume, then it's a warning. Yes, that's correct, David. That's correct. I prefer to see swings like this and then have a sell order here, swings like that, and then have a sell order here, or swings like this. At the end of the session, we are pulling back, correcting, and then to buy this breakout. That's much, much higher probability trade rather than enter so far away from the main pivot line. Yes, it's very, very fast scalping, but at this point below the S3 and in an extensive impulse trend, it makes it really low probability. So I would like to wait. I didn't enter here. I don't know if you guys took any trade. I will be waiting. If the market is going to come here, I would like to sell from here. If not, that's okay. No hard feelings. What pivot time frame are you using? It's the 4-hour object indicator list, Admirals pivot properties. For the 5-minute chart, I use only the 4-hour pivot. Okay, by default, it's the daily pivot, but I amended to the 4-hour pivot purely for this 5-minute trading. I would love to see the market come here in this area. Okay, I will really, really be interested. HV, anything with the Nasdaq? Nasdaq, same on the S3. We would like the Nasdaq to, let's move it a little bit. No, it doesn't change anything. We would like to see some retracement. Here it's a very nice, Nasdaq actually has the better trends out of all, because we have these lower highs, lower lows. We can see the market move a little bit higher. There is some resistance here. Thank you, Darshan. You too. Have a great weekend. FTSE, it's coming to a nice area of resistance. Come on, DAX, come on. Move higher, not lower, higher, so we can trade. Okay, cool. I'm going to wait a little bit though to see if I'm lucky to get fuel inside here. The market can also come to this area because we have a strong support that broken, and the market can use it as resistance. So we will be patient and see what's going to happen. That's cool, Rumen. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a good one, Darshan, because it affected only by this actual this time horizon. So that's why I would try to do this one. Someone put a question here. Kyle, sorry, you put it on the Q&A box, not on the chat. So now I just see your question. Theo, are you going to upload yesterday's webinar video to the YouTube? Yep, definitely. The team will work and do that, of course. I don't know if they're going to do it today or no, tomorrow. It's Saturday. On Monday, it's public holiday for Cyprus. So if not going to be today, then for sure on Tuesday, you will receive notifications. Guys, just to make sure that you are all on the YouTube and you have the YouTube notifications enabled, please make sure if you find some value to these webinars, you can like and subscribe, of course. But I think you don't have any excuse not to find the value in these webinars, like, right? I'm joking. Okay. So, oh, that's great. By the way, if you guys need to reach out, you can. I don't know. Do you have Instagram accounts? You can send some messages there. Darshan, you are visiting. If you visit Cyprus, let me know. Do you have Instagram or Telegram or something? Or you can send me an email. That's fine too. Just waiting. Okay, we'll see what the market is trying to do. Here it's an area of kind of, support that I don't like. I hope the market is going to melt. Darshan, do you have Facebook? Rumen, have a nice weekend. You're very welcome, Kyle, and everyone. You're guys very, very welcome. And really, I really want to make sure that everyone has great values, great value out of these trading sessions, regardless that some trades they're gonna lose, some trades they're gonna win. Here we are on the DAX. We are 12 pips. We are 12 pips here. I would like to see the market come a little bit lower today before close it, if it's going to come. $12 pips here. It's finding a support. Let's see if it's gonna break below. What time is it? 10:09. Another webinar will start in the next few minutes, so I have to wrap up. Guys, by the way, on Monday, it's public holidays in Cyprus, and I won't be doing the live trading webinar. Okay, so please remember that every Monday, of course, end of the month, markets, they can just get a bit crazy. You know that, we experience that. David, I'm thinking to take a day off on Tuesday. I'm joking, guys. I'm not going to take a day off on Tuesday. So be careful with your trading. And I look forward to see you all again on Tuesday, of course, at the same time. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. And please monitor your trade. We are on profit 10 pips now, more than 13 pips. If you decided to stay a little bit with the trade, 16 pips, just make sure your risk is appropriate. I'm closing my trade now. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.